This award and this event means a lot to me personally because I'm not a big award guy. I'm not a big, you know, I enjoy when people, send me feedback, tell me thank you, you did a great job, this is a great service to everybody involved, not only in this story, but, for people reading it. I really enjoyed that. The story of Escape from Davao is, it's really a story of several battles, several wars. There's, an early part where the United States and its Filipino allies had held the Japanese back for several months on the strength of promised reinforcements. It was the largest surrender in American military history in the Philippines. Unfortunately, the Japanese had different thoughts in regards to treatment of prisoners of war than most of the Western world, and these men were brutally tortured, murdered, starved, perished through disease, and a number of other, atrocities took place while these men, were prisoners, from the Bataan Death March, which most people have heard of, to certain prison camps and their experiences there. And there was a very small group of men who had basically, they had been surrendered, but they had not surrendered themselves. And they had decided that someone had to get out and basically tell the world, tell the United States what was going on in these prison camps, what had happened since the surrender in the Philippines. And they figured that if that was the case, if something could be done, if someone could break out, that someone might be able to break the news of what was going on there. So they hoped to make a difference. They were difference makers, and I think it's unique that of all the stories in the war, where most of the time we concentrate on what an entire army does, or their biographies of famous commanders. These were just 12 unarmed men who basically won a battle of their own. After losing so many different battles, they won perhaps one of the biggest, and it ended up changing America's policy towards censorship and the distribution of war news. It changed the course of the war in terms of how the war in the Pacific was prosecuted. These men really pulled off probably the first mission impossible. One of the great problems I feel with writing a book is only one person's name gets to be on the cover, whereas hundreds of people, especially in this project's case, factored into the success of the project and to be able to tell the story. And so I was able to not only interview, 3 of the surviving characters who there's only one left now. When I first began, there were 3 guys left, but also their wives, their children, many different relatives who had interacted with them at some point or, had told the story. They did their part of it. Now it's my turn to do my part of it, to be the conduit, or to be the communication aspect of it, to keep that going, to be able to tell the story. A lot of these guys are, for many reasons, are either unable or unwilling, to do that, and it's my job to sort of, they fought, they survived, made it home. It's my job to, take it from there.